Today we're going to talk about producer tags.
EdTalenti on the beat.
What's up everyone, this is your boy EdTalenti. How are you guys doing? Over the course of the last few years, producer tags became more and more important. They're kind of like a signature that a producer puts on the beat, either at the beginning or at the end or somewhere in the middle, that says, this is my beat, I made the beat, whether you say it or not, whether you know it or not, this is my beat. That's why if you're a producer, your tag is super important because you want it to be musical, you want it to fit the song, you actually want it to hype the song. This way the artist is not going to want it removed, they're going to want to keep it, and you're going to have a song with your name on it. Now there are obviously a bunch of ways that you can go about making a producer tag, but today I wanted to show you the three main ones that I know of and I think they are the best in order for you to make a producer tag. This way you have three options, you can experiment, you can try different things and see what works for you. Before we get into the video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell. I'm posting videos every day. I've been doing that for this is the 5th day. So yeah, I appreciate your support. All right, no more talking. Let's get into the video with method 1. Here we go, let's get right into it. So the first method for creating producer tags that we're going to see today is using text-to-speech. Text-to-speech is basically just a thing where you can type anything you want and a pre-recorded voice is going to say whatever you typed. So the first thing we're going to want to do is open up Google and type in text-to-speech, free download. And there's a million websites that do this, but for today we're going to use ttsmp3.com. For the purpose of the video, we're going to make up a producer name, and for today it's going to be Poopy on the Beat. So let's get started by just typing our producer name, Poopy on the Beat, and let's press read to see where we're at.
Poopy on the Beat.
Okay, now there's a few things that we can do to adjust it depending on what we're looking for. For example, in this case, I would like to use a woman voice, so I'm going to use Joanna, US English. You can give her different accents. I'm going to just use Joanna. Let's see what she sounds like.
Poopy on the Beat.
That's actually pretty good. Little pro tip, you can use punctuation in these websites to kind of give it a different inflection. For example, if I put a comma after poopy,
Poopy on the Beat.
she's going to read it like that. If I put a question mark at the end,
Poopy on the Beat.
she's going to read it like a question. So get creative with the type of voice, with the phrasing that you put in the text, and with punctuation to kind of get like exactly what you're looking for. Now let's get rid of the question mark, and let's say we want to keep it like that with the comma. We're going to download it. I'm going to use Ableton for this because this is what I generally use, but you can use any DAW that you want. It's going to be the same process. Because we're going to be using our tags on different beats, so they're going to have different tempos, different pitches, different things. We want to kind of like create like a generic one that we can then modify a little bit depending on the beat to make it fit better. So let's start by setting a tempo. Let's leave it at 120. Pretty common. That's like the one that it opens up with. And let's put it on the grid. Let's put it in time.
Poopy on the Beat. Poopy on the Beat.
Okay, so right now it's in time at 120 BPM, which means that if we speed it up, if we slow it down, whatever we need to do for any kind of beat, it's always going to be in time. Now this is the part where we get to be like super creative. Listen to other producer tags that you like and kind of like try to understand what they did to that tag. Generally, there's a lot of reverb. Generally, they're pitched up or down, like the voice is not like natural. So yeah, just kind of like get creative. There's not really any rules. You can literally do whatever you want. Just make it sound cool. So let's add some reverb first.
Poopy on the Beat.
I'm going to pitch it up a whole bunch.
Poopy on the beat.
Let me slow down the tempo for this.
Poopy on the beat.
Let's put a phaser on it just to give it a different texture.
Poopy on the beat.
All right, this is not the greatest tag ever, but you know, I made up the name and I just spent like a minute trying to do it. Just get creative with effects, get creative with like stretching it out, and just make it sound a little bit cooler. And that was method number 1. For this next method, we're going to use our voice. I'm going to use a microphone just because I have one here, but you can literally do this from your phone. You can use the microphone on the webcam. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't need to be super high quality. You're going to process it anyway. It's going to be quiet. You don't need to worry about quality. You can literally record it on your phone. If you want, you can obviously do it yourself, but even better in my opinion is if you have a friend, especially if they're like a rapper or something, or if they have like a cool timbre, just invite them over and offer them a coffee or something and have them record some versions for you. Most of us producers though are antisocial, let's be honest, so we probably don't have any friends. So today we're going to go the forever alone way and we're going to do it ourselves. Let me grab a microphone. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Poopy on the beat. Poopy on the beat. In order to do this method properly, and the best way, in my opinion, is really good to have a click like a metronome or even a beat. Just play something underneath, whether it's a metronome or one of your beats. It doesn't matter. But this way, you're going to come up with more musical phrases because you're already doing it on top of music. So we're literally going to press record, and we're just going to try a whole bunch of versions, one after the other, with different inflections, maybe changing a couple words. Just go with the flow, but try to like feel the groove so that you have it like flowing nicely. All right, let's do it. Poopy on the beat. Poopy on the beat. It's poopy on the beat. poopy on the beat. These are all pretty awful. It doesn't matter. You get the point. You just keep experimenting. That's why it's nice to have a friend or a second person, because they also bring some ideas to the table. Once you have like 2 or 3 versions that you like, that you're like, okay, we're on the right track. Now you just have to basically go back to what we did on the step before, line it up in time, and make sure that you can export it as one file that's like on the grid. This way you're always going to be sure that it's on time and you don't have to do anything. Whatever tempo you're on, it's going to fit. And also you can just repitch it up and down depending on the key of the beat to make it fit the key. And that was method number 2. And here we are at method number 3. This one I actually got from a video that Cody already made about producer tags. I thought this was a really cool method and I wanted to include it in my video, but shout out to Cody for that video because it was really cool. Go check it out. Anyway, for this one we're going to use a website called Yarn. Now I don't know exactly how this website works, but you can basically type in any words you want, any phrase, anything you want, and it's going to scan all of the movies and TV shows and cartoons, like everything, and it's gonna find that phrase. It's gonna find like scenes where that phrase is in there, so you can go and download it and cut it out and do whatever you want with it. So our producer name is still Poopy on the Beat. So let's start by looking for the word poopy. Now we just type it here in the search bar, and it's gonna give us a whole bunch of clips that have the word poopy in it. We wanna look for one that doesn't have music, because all these are from movies, so a lot of them have like music underneath. And yeah, let's just listen to some of them.
A poopy.
That one could have been good, but the word poopy got cut off at the end, so it's not gonna work out.
You're a poopy!
Once you find one that you like, the quickest way to save it is just right click it and do save video as, and just save the whole video. Now let's go and find one for on the beat. I'm gonna type in on the beat. Let's try this one.
Back on the beat.
That's actually pretty good. Let's go with that one. I'm gonna download it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and import them both into Ableton. Now the first thing we're gonna wanna do is cut out the words that we don't need. So let's just get the word poopy and the words on the beat, nice and clean.
On the beat.
Poopy!
All right, now that I have the 2 separate things, I'm gonna try to edit them in a way that they kind of like flow into each other and they kind of work next to each other. Since we took them from different things, it might be a little bit hard, but we're gonna try our best.
Poopy!
On the beat. On the beat. On the beat. On the beat.
Poopy! On the beat! Poopy! On the beat!
All right, that's pretty good for now. Let's start applying some effects and just get creative with it. One thing that we can do to breathe some life into it if it's getting a little bit like stale, we can just pull up an EQ and do like a filter sweep, like open it up. I'm just gonna automate it by hand. So yeah, you'll see it.
Poopy! On the beat!
Put some delay.
Poopy! On the beat!
Obviously there's a lot more and a lot of different things that could be done to this one, but this is just a quick example. I don't want to waste too much time on it. You get the point. My main advice for all 3 of these methods is that you get the source right. If you get the inflection right at the source, whether you're using text-to-speech, you're using recording it yourself, or you're using the sample thing, it doesn't matter. If you get the inflection right, then you don't really need to apply that many effects. You can just put some reverb on it, pitch it up, pitch it down, just switch a little bit, but that's about it. You don't have to go crazy. All right, and that was the last method. I hope this video gave you some creative insight on how to make a producer tag that's like unique and it's yours and it just kind of works for whatever you need. I hope you enjoyed the video. All right, before you leave, please don't forget the subscribe button and notification bell. I post videos daily right now, which is crazy. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to keep this up, but for now, I'm on it. I'm doing it. So thank you for your support. Also, if you have a question, you want to say hi, whatever it is, you can hit me up privately on Instagram. Just shoot me a DM, and as soon as I can, I'll respond to you. All right, I guess this is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching the video all the way through. I'll see you tomorrow. And as always, be positive, and positive things will happen.